What is going on, y'all? It's your boy RickyMoto. Welcome back to yet another video. So today we have my daily driver here, which is my 2015 Porsche Macan. It is a fully blacked out car and it's super dirty right now and it has a lot of scratches on it. I tried everything to get rid of them. I compounded and polished the car and it still does not fix the problem. On top of that, the headlights on this car are completely scratched up as well. This car is in pretty rough shape, I gotta say, but today I wanted to test out a product which might help with all of these surface scratches. And this is it right here. It's from Chemical Guys. It's called Blacklight. This is pretty much a glaze that will hide all of the scratches. At least that's what it claims. The scratches on my car are somewhat deep. I can literally have my fingernail catch on the groove, which means it's all the way down to the paint. And I don't want to sand the car down to polish it and re-clear it and whatnot to fix it completely, just because I plan to vinyl wrap this car in the near future. And if I thin the coating and thin the surface, if I vinyl wrap it, it might actually peel the paint underneath. So I think the safest thing to do is just to use this thing for the time being to hide a lot of the scratches. Now this video is not sponsored, so it's gonna be an honest review. I bought this with my own money, so we're gonna try this out. But before we get started with this video, make sure to drop a like and a comment below and subscribe if you haven't already. First things first, we're gonna wash the car with some pH neutral soap, and then we're gonna go as far as clay barring the car just to get rid of all the contaminants, and then we're gonna start applying the glaze on the surface. I'm gonna focus mainly on this trunk area just because that's where most of the scratches are, so hopefully it works. Now I also want to show you guys which soap that I'm using. I like to use this from 3D. It's a ceramic infused car soap, and this thing works wonders. It kind of acts like a ceramic coating on your car. It's super slick and it repels water, so if you guys are looking for a very high quality soap, this is a really nice car wash soap. It is pricey and it's a small container for like 50 bucks, but it's highly worth it. And I like to use it in a foam cannon so I can distribute it and not just blow through it right away. So now we're going to use the clay bar to get rid of all the contaminants. This kit comes with 240 grams, which is a lot. We have the detailing spray, we have a nice fresh microfiber cloth, and we have the clay. So we're going to use a piece like this, and we're just going to knead it just to kind of soften it up for now. And wet the clay bar as well. And then just rub against it. And if you feel any griminess or sort of friction, you want to keep on rubbing until it becomes slick. So for the most part, it's pretty slick just because debris doesn't really kick up onto the trunk. Over here, I do feel a little bit of, friction, but as I rub, it becomes super smooth, which means it's eating up all of the contaminants. So I'm gonna do this to the whole entire trunk. Now you're gonna wipe off all this residue to reveal the fresh paint underneath. Now you can see the true condition of the paint. It might be a little bit hard to see on camera, but hopefully I can get a better shot of this, but there are a whole bunch of swirls on here. Alrighty, so it's time to apply the black light, and I'm going to try two different methods. The first one is to just wipe it on the surface, let it sit for 15 minutes, and then let it heal, clear, whatever, and wipe it off. And on the other side, I'm going to actually polish it using a rotary. So we're going to see which method works better, because this product can either be wiped on or it can be polished on. Dab it in first. We're going to let that sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. We're going to do the same thing to the other side, but we're going to use a polisher to see how it is. So now we're gonna let this sit for a little bit so it can really absorb into the paint, and then we're gonna come back and wipe it off and see which one turned out better, or what if it didn't work at all. Fingers crossed. They're pretty similar. I haven't really noticed much of a difference even within the scratches. I can still see the scratches. Maybe I have to do a second pass and let it sit a little bit longer. So for the first pass, I let it sit for maybe 6-7 minutes just because it's hot out. but I'm going to try to do a second pass the same method. But overall, if I were to compare it to before we did this process, it doesn't look like it made a big difference overall. But yet again, I'm going to try it again for a little bit longer. This is the second pass, and there is a slight improvement. I think the side that I polished with the machine actually came out a little bit better. It's to be expected, as the machine is able to buff out more imperfections versus when you just rub it on by hand. I will say it did minimize the look of some of these scratches, but some of the deeper ones are still pretty visible, I gotta say. So I don't know if like this product is meant to cover over those deeper scratches. Maybe it's just meant for light scratches. It does look very shiny though. It kind of acts like a wax where it really creates a mirror finish. And from this distance, about a foot away, I can't really notice the scratches. So over here, this is the original unaffected area that we did not coat over. Look at that difference in color. The two sides that we applied this product looks much darker versus the untreated area. So it is pretty noticeable in terms of adding more color depth, but when it comes to deeper scratches, it is a little bit difficult to get it out. I don't think it's gonna cure or fix or really hide the deeper scratches, but if you want a deeper black, I think it definitely can achieve it based on the results that we see here. It does make your paint look a lot darker black and much shinier, but if you're looking to get rid of scratches, I don't think this is going to be able to hide much of it, especially if they're deep like mine. But at least from my testing, I noticed it does add a much more shinier finish, a much more mirror finish. Far away, you can see how shiny the trunk looks compared to the rest of the car. So it kind of works, it kind of doesn't. It's not too bad. I give it like a 7 out of 10. But let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of the differences and the photos I've attached. Let's actually take a look at the water beading effect, if it is hydrophobic at all. I gotta say it's pretty mid. It's not like a true ceramic coating kind of finish. Overall, I still like the product and I probably will use it again. But I don't think it's like a magic product that's gonna fix the scratches on your car, if that's what you're looking for. I'll also leave some links in the description if you guys want to check out the product for yourself. But with that being said, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.